It is a question almost every parent struggles with, especially mothers. Do I spend enough time with my children? Well, now there is research that may put some of that guilt to rest. The study that will be published next month in the Journal of Marriage and Family found that the sheer amount of time parents spend with their children has no relation to how their kids will turn out. In other words, it's about quality and not about quantity. Joining us this morning is Dr. Tracy Moran, Assistant Professor of Psychiatry at the University of Chicago. Dr. Moran, thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Oh, thank you.
Does this surprise you, this study that's going to be released next month? Because we talk about not the amount of time that you spend with them, but the quality, not the quantity.
It doesn't surprise me, but I was quite happy to see these findings. It's reassuring as a clinician to see findings that fit with what I tell the families that I work with. And that is, I know we're all busy, we're all working so hard. Make the time that you do have to spend with your kids as best as possible.
And it's amazing because we, like you said, are all working so hard, and then their single mother syndrome, you know, we feel like if we're spending so much time at work to give them everything that they need, something is missing, especially in those years that the research talks about between the ages of 3 and 11. It doesn't matter the quality or the quantity that you're spending. It doesn't matter, and it's not going to make them any better or any worse than what they already are going to be. That's interesting.
Right. I think the study was really an interesting way of looking at this question. And it's nice to see, and maybe reassuring to a lot of the parents out there, that it really is that time that you do have to spend with them that matters.
So how much time should parents be spending with their children?
The best time that you have, whatever you've got. So sometimes parents need time for themselves. They've got a lot of things to do. You've got work responsibilities. But when you have that time, if you can shut off the screens, if you can engage, if you can follow your child's lead, that's what's really important.
Make them get off the cell phones and off the computers and just spend that undivided attention with their child at that point.
Correct.
So talk to me a little bit about when parents, we talk about when parents should be spending time, when should they not be spending time with their children? Because this is always interesting too.
That's a great question. I think, you know, we all need some downtime, and that goes for kids as well. So if you see kids are already actively engaged in something, maybe that's not the best time, especially something we want them to be actively engaged with. Maybe that's a time to step back and just observe what they're doing.
Is this something that we should tell the kids? When we are having that moment where we didn't get enough sleep, we had a bad day at work, should we tell the kids, you know what, I just need to relax. I need to take a chill pill before I come and spend some time with you, because when mommy's not happy or daddy's not happy, I'm not going to make you happy.
Nobody's happy.
Nobody's happy, right.
I am a big believer in being open and honest with kids about how we as parents are doing. I think that models open communication for the children and really gives them a sense of how they can talk to us about how they're feeling.
And it's interesting how you said too, Dr. Moran, that it addresses the guilt that parents feel because we all have tough schedules. And should we talk to our kids about that?
You know, I think to some degree.
About some of that guilt there?
I think we can talk to them about how we want to spend more time with them. I'd put more of a positive spin on it.
Okay.
You know, mommy's having a tough day at work, had to prepare for the next day. I wish I had more time for you today. You know when we're going to have more time? This weekend when we go to the museum.
Good deal. Good deal. Dr. Moran, thank you so much for joining us this morning.
My pleasure.